Hey, if you're in the market for a new or used car, there are some key questions that you want to ask while negotiating the deal. Car shopping is something you've asked our Amy Davis about, and she's here to help you out. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Owen. So shopping for a car can be stressful. We know that. But knowing a few things before you start can absolutely help. Donna Carney from Lone Star Legal Aid joined me for an episode of Ask Amy. She says that you should not be afraid to ask the seller specific questions. Ask, has this vehicle been in an accident? What kind of an accident? Also ask if the vehicle was a trade-in or if they got the vehicle at an auction, and what kind of condition was the vehicle in when they got it. Basically, did they rebuild it? I asked Carney, what if the dealer says they don't know the specifics of the vehicle? Do they have to tell you?
So the dealer is not responsible for necessarily knowing the answers to all of those questions, but if you ask and if they do in fact know the answer, they are required to tell you the truth. And that's where I feel like a lot of consumers come back to a dealership and say, hey, you scammed me. You could have known this, you should have known this, or in fact, you did know this and you didn't disclose it to me. And you should have disclosed it, or I asked you and you failed to disclose it. And now I'm stuck with a car note, or I'm out all of these thousands of dollars in cash that I've paid you. I want my trade-in back, or I want my money back, or I want out of this finance agreement. And the dealer says there is no right in Texas to return a vehicle.
Yeah, so contrary to what people think, Carney says there is no right in Texas to return a vehicle in 3 days. Even if the car you just bought breaks down, you can sue. And then, as she was saying, use those things to try to prove that the seller knew or should have known the car had mechanical problems. But that's going to take time. So Carney talks more about that. Also about yo-yo financing, where the dealer says you're approved for a certain rate, but then changes the terms later after you've left with this car. If this happens, you do have the right to get out of that contract. In today's Ask Amy episode on KPRC2 Plus at 11 a.m., I also spoke with Donna about how to save money on financing. That whole interview is also going to be on click2houston.com later today.
There's a lot of things we need to discuss when it comes to
yes,
a lot of variables.
Right. Just sit down and watch it before you go buy a car.